I have to say, guys, I really don't like ride weld. Hello guys, and welcome to another car exposed video. So today we are working on my own Mini 2002 Mini Cooper S R53, and this video has been pretty much 2 years in the making, and I'm gonna explain why. So as you can see here, I normally have a shelf here which has been removed. It has been loose for about 2 years, and also there's another panel here that covers the heater core that has been removed. Pretty easy stuff. Just probably the worst thing, there's this screw for this panel right at the back there, which with an extension and a T20 is quite easy to remove. And in this video we're going to be replacing the heater core, and this time I decided to try Autodoc for the first time. They have contacted me and sent this big box with brakes all around for the project that we have, the Seat Ibiza, the Copart project. And because I never tried them, I thought, do you know what, let me have a look what's the experience to buy with them. They have been in the market for 12 years and they operate in about 27 European countries. And to be honest with you, I checked the prices with Euro Car Parts, I checked the prices with GSF, and they were the cheapest. So let's unbox it and see what we got. Right, so this heater core cost me $32.29 with shipping and VAT. And to be fair, Autodoc had a cheaper option, which was £18 before shipping. Right, so this make is Ridex, so it has warranty and everything. Okay, and they had a cheaper option which was £18, which is quite good, but it didn't come with the clips and the seals. Now, my first impressions working with Autodoc, buying from their website, very easy, lots of options, lots of different companies, makes and models, pretty straightforward to buy. The only criticism that I have, I don't know if it's around Christmas, it took quite a while to get here. It probably took about a week and a half, 2 weeks to get here. I'll put the time on the screen, I'll check the time, but it took quite a while to get here. And I don't know if it's because it's Christmas, but no, it was good. You know, and like I said, the cheapest option that I had. So I'm 100% my heater core is blocked up with rod weld. But first of all, I'm gonna bring the car up to temperature. So I'm gonna go to the petrol station because I'm on the red. So I'm gonna fill it up the tank, and at the same time get the car up to temperature, and then I'm gonna run some tests. I'm gonna show you what's going on. All right guys, so full tank, up to temperature. We are 102, 103 degrees. The fan comes on when it gets to 105 degrees. So the 105 degrees, it should start coming down now. There we go. So the fan just came on. There we go. Should bring it down to 95, 96, something like that. So now, obviously, I've got lack of heat for about 2 years. I can't get any heat at all. The air comes out barely warm. So I'm gonna put, it's 10 degrees at the minute, and I'm gonna stick that thermometer in there. I'm gonna put the heating on, and generally what happens, it goes up to so like 40, and then it starts coming down. It never maintains the heat. Let me turn it on to number 4 here, so you're gonna see it. I didn't even get to 40 this time. So you get some heat in the beginning, and then it starts dropping, and yeah, the air is barely warm. It's not cold, but it's not warm. So you start dropping, and it eventually drops to about 24, 23 degrees. And when I experience that, generally is the heater core blocked up, And when I bought this car, the radiator wasn't leaking, and then after a few days I noticed like a little drop in the radiator on the floor, a little drop on the floor, and progressively it got worse. And that tells me that just before I got this car, obviously the radiator had a leak and the owner just put some rad weld in the coolant tank and obviously blocked up the hole, but the hole was a bit too big, I guess, and it started leaking. And doing that, it blocked up our heater core. Now with the thermal camera here, what I've experienced in the past, so we've got about 81 degrees there on the heater core itself, on the hottest part, and the pipes 38, the maximum there. Let's get this hot spot 45 there. It's the top one. Top one, 36. It's hard to show you there. But anyway, what I've experienced in the past is as soon as you put the heating on, you can tell this pipe, the bottom pipe, which is the inlet, is very, very hot. Right? Can't even keep your hand there for too long. And as you put the heating on, you can feel the top pipe, which is the outlet, getting cooler. But in this case, even with the heating on, you know, I put the fan on, it doesn't lose any temperature here, which to me, the things, you know, in a heater core is totally blocked. There's no flow there at all. So the heating that we're getting through the vents up there is whatever coolant that is being heated up in the middle of the heater core, you know, in the thing. So there's no flow whatsoever, very little flow. So that's what I've experienced in the last couple of years now. No heat, or very barely warm heat. So I'm gonna go home now, wait until the car cools down, and then we're gonna empty the coolant and remove this radiator core, and then flush the whole system and fit the new heater core. Alright guys, so I have disconnected the bottom pipe from the radiator, which I done in another video. So I got as much as coolant as I could, and I'm gonna disconnect those two pipes here. This is the inlet, is a 3mm Allen key. And I've got some rag and a little container here just to catch as much coolant as we can, but inevitably we are going to get something on the carpet here, but we can clean it afterwards. Alright, so that's that. And we can already see the amount of stuff that we have on the bottom there. Pretty gritty. Oops. Alright, let's remove the top pipe now. Let's remove this to T20 here, see if it makes our life a little bit easier. Another one at the back. There we go. Nothing came out on that one. Let's see how much comes out here. Can you see it? The color there? Lots of little sparkly grit. Ooh. pretty dirty. All right guys, so I've done a couple flushes already. That's all the stuff that came out. This two buckets is from the two hoses here from the heater core. So the inlet and outlet, and that is what came out from the radiator, from the bottom pipe. Yeah, radiator bottom pipe. Now I've done a couple flushes, the water was clear, and I just added some cooling flush, winds cooling flush into the system. So I have to bring the car up to temperature, which it is now 93. Right guys, I was just editing this video and I forgot to mention when I was doing this, the next clip that you're going to see, I connected the clear pipe from the outlet to from the inlet to the outlet, connecting the system together, just for some visuals, because I thought that the products that I've used and the water would turn a little bit more brown and we would be able to see the color changing, which it didn't. But I didn't use a proper coolant pipe, and obviously as the system pressurizes, there is a danger that the pipe can burst, and obviously a very hot water. So I forgot to mention, please don't do this. I just did this for some visuals. If you want to connect the system together, just go into the engine bay, get the proper coolant pipe that goes into the firewall, the inlet and outlet, and with the proper fitting you can connect both of them together and then fill up your coolant system with the coolant flush product and then run for 10 minutes. I was concerned that pipe was going to burst. I was monitoring all the time. It did in the end, but please, I don't recommend doing this. It was for just, like I said, it was just for some visuals, okay? Back to the video. And the water is definitely changing color because it was running really clear. It's a little bit yellowish now. So there we go. So I'm gonna run now this cooling system flush product for 10 minutes and then flush the system again, get everything out, and we can fit the new heater core. Alright, so the coolant system is flushed a couple times with clean water. I use a tool to pressurize to throw water into the system, then also flush with air. So I got as much as obviously clean water out as possible. Now I'm just gonna show this really quickly. So you have this seal. So that's a new seal. It comes with this seal as well, but I don't know if it's from a different system. I didn't have this seal in my car, probably for another different system. So I'm just gonna use this one. I've done the bottom one already. So basically you wanna fit into the heater core. So that's in. It's the perfect shape for the heater core. Then I'm gonna throw a little bit of silicone spray around here. Pull this out. Then fit it in. Oh, the rubber came out. Let's throw that rubber in again. Make sure it's nice and flush. And then in, and as you can see, the connection is really nice and flush there. Just gonna tighten up this clump, and job is a good one. Right, so all done here. I don't know if I mentioned, but I put the foam around the heater core, around the edge here, so it's sealed, so we don't lose any air coming, you know, otherwise some air comes out not well sealed. I just moved the clamp, the top clamp here to be straight like the bottom one. Pushed in the new heater core, and I'm going to add this washer because I feel like the edge of the heater core is a little bit small, even the original one. So I'm gonna add that washer just to give a little bit more, you know, place to grab. There we go. Then the back one. That's good. That's good. So there you go, job done. Fill it up with some coolant and then check for any leaks. And what I do to fill it up the coolant and then bleed, I just use this bleeder point. There's another one down here, but never use it. This one's enough generally. So open the bleeder, fill it up with some coolant. Anyway, I'm gonna close the bleeder here. There we go. I'm gonna leave the coolant reservoir top off. And then I'm gonna start the car, bring the car up to temperature, monitor the temperature with the scan tool, and then check for any leaks. Right, so the coolant reservoir cap is on now. So 48 degrees. So far, looking good. No leak so far, so we're gonna carry on, put the heating on as well. Right, so we are at 99 degrees. Just gonna open the bleeder one more time. You can see just coolant's coming out, so no air in the system. How about leaks? No leaks. That's good. What's that? So we got no leaks. Very good. 100 degrees. Now, time to check the heating now. This is the moment of the truth now. So it's about, I would say about 10 degrees now, maybe a little bit less. You can feel the difference. You can definitely feel the difference. Oh. Alright, so 60 degrees, full blast. And then going up slowly now, but it's maintaining the same temperature. It's not going down anymore. And it's super, super hot. Oh! Nice and hot down here as well. There you go, 60 degrees. Plenty of heat now. And it's not dropping, it's maintaining, which is the most important thing. So there you go guys, back for a test drive. And I have to say, it's nice and toasting here for the first time in 2.5 years, I would say. So yeah, so great job with the heater core there. It's not leaking. I checked multiple times now. It's all good. I just got to put all the covers and everything back now. But it's nice and hot. I even got close to 70 degrees, which is extremely hot. So it's working efficiently now. It's not dropping the temperature anymore. So obviously you can flush heater cores and get it like working again a little bit more efficient. But because I knew rad weld was introduced into the coolant system, I just decided to change it. And let me show you how much stuff I got out of it. And maybe as a little bit of bonus footage, I'll flash the old heater core and then see how much stuff will get it out. Turn on. Whee! quite a bit came out. I don't think I've got a good seal here to put any air. The hose was kinked. There we go. Let's put some more water. You see I don't have a good seal here. Let's do the other side. All right, let's see how much we got it out. Throw this cloudy water in here and hopefully we can see whatever is at the bottom of this bucket. There you go, you can see a little bit. That was inside our heater core, so pretty mucky stuff. Some of the white stuff looks like rad seal, but anyway. Right, so it's been a couple days now. Heating is working perfectly. I'm super happy. I never had heating in this car and I was so determined not to go through another winter without heating. The Ridex part, super pleased with it. The quality compared to the OEM one, very similar. Super pleased with it. My first experience buying from Autodoc, and again guys, I paid for this. I bought this with my own money. They have sent me this box, which is brakes and pads all around for our little Copart project, which is across the road there. So because I never tried them, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go and try, see what's like. The best price compared to my local part stores, the cheapest I could get around here was like double the price that I paid for this. So I'm definitely gonna be using them again. And that's it for today guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any comments, just leave it below and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.